Oh yeah, I'm not wearing a hat. This is gonna freak people out. I had jury duty, so I get my hair up and everything. Ross, what'd you find in there?
2 melted pistons, and the head is cracked in 2 places.
So this is the engine from my brother's car that we just pulled out and put a new engine in, and found the transmission is dead. So it's just sitting right now with a brand new engine with what, 2 miles on it?
Not even.
Yeah, oh yeah, 0.
Yeah,
0 miles.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's just sitting. It'd be cool if I could get that engine, but you know, it's inside the car. So instead I'm getting this one that came out of the car, which if you guys saw, I haven't edited that video yet. I don't know how I'm going to frame that, because at the end I was like, we're taking this apart now. But now I changed my mind. I'll leave that video as is. We're not taking it apart yet because we figured some stuff out. I haven't run it again yet, but all the PCV things are figured out, and the huge oil leak, which was not helping the smoking, is going to be, well, hopefully resolved.
I'm gonna close it.
All right, but oh yeah, Ross has an LS Swap G35. I feel like people still don't know about that.
Well, it's like the videos that you do put it in, it's like gets no views.
Yeah, and it's like at the end, it's not the subject of it. If I just put that you built an LS Swap G35, that would probably get decent views.
Maybe.
But who cares?
If we
Anyway,
get it to run.
Yeah. Well, I mean, right now it is an LS Swap G35.
Yeah.
Anyway, this is the engine we're going to be building for my Volvo when we do finally decide to tackle, or I do manage to blow up the other one somehow, which now has super beefy
Rods.
well, it has super beefy rods, but it has for a while, but it's got super beefy head bolts and new head gasket, and like the repercussions are what I'm afraid of now if it blows up.
Scattering.
Yeah, it's not an easy compression comes out the head gasket thing anymore. It's going to be fighting itself internally, and while I'm not worried about bending the Yoshi Fab rods, I mean, we get a little melted piston action.
Yeah, you ready for this?
Yeah, so anyway, here you go. Here's some melted pistons. Oh, wow. Weird.
So,
let me see the light.
Yeah, let's get up in this light situation. So it's all melted here,
Oh my
transferred, and then you can see here, piston ring's gone.
Do you remember how this thing like never ran right?
Yeah, no, it always cammed pretty hard. And
How long do you think this has been like this?
probably since you turned it up. Like, look, there's piston material inside the oil control ring. So I'm sure.
Dude, look at, it's just smooth right there. Like, there's no, right here, there's no, it just like wore it down through the ring groove.
This piston is the one I didn't see. So this is the second one I saw. The first one I saw is cylinder 4, and there is no transfer. However, on piston 2, there is transfer.
In the block?
On the sleeve.
Yeah.
But it should come right out if you're going to punch it like 10 over or something like that.
Well, yeah, okay, so here's the thing. Going overboard is expensive.
Yes.
Not because of the process, but because of the pistons that I have to buy.
Like, these rings don't even move. Like, no wonder it was rotating so freely, because I was like, wow, this thing is like...
So this just became another build, just like my Rabbit engine, where now instead of honing it and using stock size pistons, I'm about to spend $700 on pistons.
Maybe. I'll have... Once I get this turned over, you can see it. Let's see how bad it's going to be. Because it could just be like... Machine shop could just do
a regular hone, and
it might clear up.
Well, every machine shop's gonna say the same thing anyway. They're gonna be like, of course you go overboard, because if you bore it now and you use the same, you're just gonna have blow by. That's the answer that every machine shop will give you. I will note that it's because it's accurate, and you should probably abide by that. FCP and I believe IPD both sell 10,000 over OEM Volvo pistons. They're $140 a piece. So what is that? $560 for 4? For $700 you get forged pistons from Yoshi Fab.
Then you could really go for the Moon Boost tune.
So yeah, that's the thing, is like, if I had to spend that money anyway, the extra $120 for way gnarlier pistons makes a lot more sense. What? Every time, dude.
I don't understand.
It all eventually boils down to a fully built engine. That's what it always eventually comes to. Look at all that oil or metal in the oil pickup.
Yeah.
There's quite a bit in there, huh? Kind of. I bet that's what my Fiesta STs looks like, dude. I still can't believe all the Fiesta people. Like, yeah, I mean that amount of metal in the oil's fine.
That's normal.
I think I'm gonna do for 200,000. I'm gonna do a Motor Biscuit video. Like, you know, what does 200,000 miles do to an engine? A turbo engine, a really high compression turbo engine that runs like 22 pounds of boost from the factory. Yeah, dude, that thing's crazy. I think it's 10 to 1, 11 to 1.
Oh wow.
It's something stupid. Maybe I'm confusing it with the Rabbit's engine, but it is really high compression, really high boost for a stock engine. And people are just like, yeah, it's supposed to have metal in it. So I'm gonna do the scary thing when it hits 200,000 miles. And I am going to send it in for oil inspection. You know, send the sample in.
Oh yeah.
So they can be like, oh, what is this? Like, so you pulled this out of a running car? Yes. Wow, that's crazy, because that's not going to be the case for very long.
And you're like, come on, bet.
Oh, okay, good. Hopefully the engine in the car now doesn't die for a long time, because it's going to take a lot of convincing for me to be like, okay, let's spend $700 on pistons. The question is, we got forged rods, we got forged pistons, right?
Right now, or when you...
No, if I'm buying forged pistons,
yeah,
I have forged rods, assuming I don't bend or, you know, destroy those in one way or another. Mm-hmm. I'm not worried about bending it. I'm worried about one of the pistons fucking...
deletus?
Yeah. Ejectocito cuh. And while it's spinning at 6,000 RPM, the piston going inside there just destroys the rod. You know, very real possibility. If we're doing forged rods and forged pistons, why not also do the 9.5 to 1 compression pistons instead of the 8 3/4, whatever it is?
I don't know.
Higher compression, less boost for the same power. Or same boost for a lot more power.
Same boost, yeah,
I mean, then...
Aren't you going to run into interference problems at that point?
Well, you would... I believe with any of their forged pistons.
Oh. I mean,
what's the compression ratio on a FT anyway? It's like 8.
8? No.
It might be less. It might be 7 point something.
Could be.
I don't know. I'm just not afraid of high compression turbo stuff anymore. We have the technology now, Rod. We can tune around these problems.
Yeah, this is why...
Well, we can't.
We can't.
But professionals can.
Yeah, see, this was running high boost on stock injection, LH 2.2, and I'm pretty sure he bypassed the overboost cutoff switch, so that's why it's probably got a little bit of multi-action going on.
Yeah, let's step back for a second then and remind people, Ross, how many bent 9mm rods did we pull out of my engine?
0.
Right.
Yes.
And what was the difference there?
Mega squirt.
Right, a full standalone and paying somebody who knows how to tune an engine to tune my engine. Well, we learn, kids.
Right. But see,
also 18 pounds bigger turbo.
I only bent one 13mm rod
with nitros.
With a 500 shot of nitro.
Well, yeah, but I mean, you did drift that car too.
Yeah, I beat the holy piss out of that.
But are you insinuating that an untuned one is better than putting a mega squirt?
No. You want a tuned one.
Because you know what I was about to do. I was about to burn your house down.
Now, are you just trying to make some cheap horsepower? Sure, but you might do this.
Yeah, I was gonna say, if you're fine with the end result being this, by all means. But I'm kind of tired of the end result being this. Because this very engine right here is kind of my end result of the one that's currently in my engine. I mean, in my car that we're expecting to die. I've pulled back a little bit on wanting to do it instantly because now I think it's going to survive for probably a lot longer than I'm giving it credit for. So, I don't know, man. We're gonna, I don't know if Josh is watching. If you're watching, Josh, hey. But maybe if we get that car tuned and we get a decent dyno result with a half-dead engine, and I ask very nicely, we could get some hookups on.
It's not half dead.
You're right. It's like 85%.
It's just like what's in my Volvo.
Yeah.
It runs.
I think the biggest concern for me is the piston slap. But it goes away when it's warm.
Exactly.
So you just drive it nicely, and then once it's warm, you beat the shit out of it. That's fine. I don't see the problem. And I won't see the problem until there's a non-functioning engine in that car.
Exactly.
Which could be, in its own right, a personal problem. But we don't have to worry about that.
Like, if this was my drift car round 2 again, I would have just not listened to anybody, slammed 9mm rods in that hoe, and then just would have ran it.
That wasn't in that hoe. It's powerful.
So that's pretty cool, though. I've never seen that on a red block.
What, melted pistons?
Yeah.
Dude, we are setting all kinds of trends with red blocks over these past few years. I blew up an NA one, which is virtually unheard of.
Right.
It was unmodified even.
Yeah, it's factory completely.
Ooh. We might need a second opinion from a machine shop on that one. This might be a paperweight. Or a cool table. I guess we might as well.
Because
Do you have the right bore for it?
Yeah.
Oh.
It's just the tripod one.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Sir, that's not a dingle ball hone. That's a stone hone.
I don't know. You won't feel that?
Is it pretty bad?
I mean, it's there.
Oh, right there is really bad. Oh, my God. Dude, they might not even be able to kick that out 10 thousandths without getting, and get rid of that.
I don't know. There's a lot of heavy scoring in this cylinder, too.
That looks way worse than my 16 valve did. They salvaged the 16 valve though, and it was pretty bad. I thought that was.
You can feel it down there.
Yeah.
Like right here, especially.
All the way down. Ooh. Yeah, it's not terrible down low though. Right here is my point of contention. Feel that.
Yeah. That is what happens when you're detonating and you're leaned way out.
Yeah, this is a educational video. Kids, look at this.
This is why you do your ish.
This is why you do full standalone. Because all the money you save not having a fix squirt is going to go into new engine blocks. And these are getting harder to find, which is really irritating.
The heads are getting very difficult to find.
Which is dumb because we have like 5, but they're all useless.
Yeah, like that one's garbage. The one out there outside is garbage.
The one in the back of my car is garbage.
Yeah.
Because we had to go get a new one for it.
I'm sure there's another machine shop we can take them to get them fixed.
Yeah, well, they're going to have to plug weld it and then machine it down.
Yeah.
It's probably going to cost more than just buying a new head.
Yeah.
That's going to be our new thing now. Is anytime there's a turbo car at the junkyard, we're just going to go buy the head just so we have it.
Exactly.
Mine
as well.
We are going to be those boomers that hoard small block Chevy. Oh, well, okay, hold on. I guess
already sold.
we kind of
It's already
are.
gone.
Oh yeah, true. Yeah. There's also 2 more. But you know.
Yeah, but this one's fun.
Yeah.
That one doesn't work yet.
It could very easily though.
I'm sure it could.
Let's to the 7 people who watch this video, would you guys buy merch? Get some new Ross's Sexy merch flowing so Ross can get an ECU and stuff. Because if I don't know, that's something we should be saying.
Huh.
I was gonna say because if they send money to me and Alexis don't know where it came from, she can't be mad because you didn't spend the money. You know what I'm saying?
Well, that's part of the channel.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's different.
It's crowdfunding.
Yeah.
If you now 5 people probably because I asked for money, they're still watching it, want to help crowdfund Ross's. Are we just gonna do the MSPMP on that? The micro squirt one? Yeah, that's like $650.
If I already got the
Dude, I'll even
studio, I could just mess with it and then
I'll even pay like I'll pay a Fiverr artist to do another caricature design like the Cursed Customs one.
It's gonna look ugly out there.
Yeah.
This is not gonna be pretty. This is not gonna be a pretty car.
Well, the thing about a G35 is it's like not great to begin with. I think they look cool, but it's not like there's no cool body kits. It just looks like a grandma sedan out there drifting, which makes me kind of sad. Shout out this guy named Rudy Martinez in Arizona who's got one. if you didn't watch my Drift Week video, you can actually go see that car. But he handmade fiberglass over fenders, and the front ones are super wide, so you could run huge wheels. And it has 2 throttle bodies, right? So I was just like, dang, I wish I had an HR. Mm-hmm. And he's like, HR? I was like, yeah. That? And he's like, it's a VR. And I was like, VQ 37 HR, 35 HR. He's like, VR 30. I was like, oh, I see. You put a Q50 engine in there and it's manual. Twin turbo. Thing probably makes like 500 horsepower. That car is really cool. I promise I'm not stupid. I just like, wasn't processing things right. But yeah, that I feel like after I said that, I was like, VR. He probably was like, who is this dumbass?
Right. Telling
me what's in my car. I was just like, or when I said HR, I was like, HR? He's like, no, VR. I was like, oh, shit. It's just because I'm projecting, because that is the amount of work and money I would never put into a car. Right. So I'm just like, yeah, no way that's happening. Am I right?
The WD or use Marvel Mystery Oil?
Yeah, go for the Marvel Mystery Oil. You're supposed to use engine oil, aren't you?
I've got some race oil out of this thing.
Ooh, sheesh.
Saved it.
You can use dirty engine oil?
It's got like 100 miles on it.
Yeah, I guess. So it's half E85 is what you're telling me?
Yeah,
1,300 building this. That seems perfectly reasonable. Oh, it makes me so sad.
Fine.
Look, we're muscle car people now.
Yeah, we're just gonna slam this thing back together and... Well, about that.
Yeah.
God, this oil stinks. You smell that?
Yeah. Dude, that cross-hatching pattern is wide.
Don't worry about it.
You gotta go fast in that, homie. You gotta really want it.
I know. I'm just trying to see if it'll clean up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we'll give it the full cheats. Let's see what's up.
I'm not going... You can't like go high on the setting. Or are you saying go hard on the tightness? It's a lot less.
Is it?
I mean, it's very still there, but...
Dude, that's like material sitting on the cylinder wall from the piston.
Yeah.
That's not even like scratches inward. That's just shit that's now welded to the inside.
Right.
Which I guess I should be more optimistic about them being able to correct that.
Just tighten this thing up. Just send her home.
Send her home. Alright, well, press the buttons and do the things. Subscribe if you're not subscribed and if you want to see how this plays out. I can tell you it's probably going to play out quite expensively.